law enforcement official. For legal, medical advice or treatment, please consult a licensed professional. And do you understand and agree?
I do.
Excellent. All right, so now we can begin. So, spirit communication. Okay, so the way that communication with spirit works is it's it can get it's very interesting. It's actually kind of a lot of fun sometimes. But what happens during a spirit communication session is I essentially open myself up to the spirit world. Whomever would like to come through and communicate is welcome to do so. I love your hair, by the way. I keep staring at it. I'm just like, I love
Thank
the
you.
color. So whomever would like to come through is welcome to do so. Even though we will try to connect to a specific individual, there are others that may pop in and maybe the first person to pop in. And we will figure that out in the very first part of the reading. As soon as I establish a connection with someone, the first bits of information are either going to validate the person we're trying to connect with, or they're going to indicate that it's somebody else. And if it's somebody else, that is okay. We want to give them room to speak, whomever that may be, whether it's someone related to you or somebody simply wanting to take advantage of this opportunity to connect regarding their situation. And so what will happen is it's not like they use sentences or vocabulary or language. That's not how spirit communicates. They communicate using thoughts, feelings, ideas, emotions, memories. And so in order to get me to say something, they have to trigger a thought, an idea, feeling, or a memory in my mind that associates with that message. Sometimes it's one bit. Sometimes it's several pieces that I have to kind of piece together to get the whole message. And so what I will do is I will share as much as I sense with you. If we don't understand it in the moment, that's okay, as long as you get the message. There are about 40 or 50% of the information is going to be, you should be able to validate it in the session. There is a lot that you're not going to connect with in the moment. That is okay, that's normal. That's why these are recorded, so you can go back over and figure out what was going on, because you might have to ask family members, and many times that happens where people have to go and check with other loved ones and say, hey, do you know about this? And they're like, oh yeah.
Okay.
And it's great because you didn't know, which means I didn't know, which makes it even more powerful, the validation. So I'm going to go ahead and try to connect. And if more than one spirit tries to communicate at the same time, then I may start getting several bits of information that align with several spirits, and they're just trying to kind of butt in on each other's communication. And so if that happens, that's okay too. So I'm going to go ahead, and I've got the picture here. Now, can I please have this individual's first name?
Linda.
Linda?
Yes.
Okay, so let me... Okay. Okay, so... Got it. So first of all, when I tune into this energy, and let's assume this might be Linda. As soon as I tune into the energy, the first thing is I feel like there was information that was withheld, meaning that either not everything was shared about their situation or their condition, or not everything was expressed. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. So the way I actually feel like saying I'm sorry. Like I didn't share, or I didn't say everything that was happening, or I didn't share everything that was going on that I knew about. So do you know if she withheld information about her passing or information about her condition?
No, I didn't. I didn't know purposely if she did that.
Okay, because that's how I feel. I feel like I want to apologize because I didn't say everything that I should have said or that I should have shared with you. It's almost like I didn't want people to worry. I
Hmm.
didn't want people to be concerned about me, so I didn't tell them everything. And she's
Hmm.
acknowledging that. And she's also making me feel like she actually thought she was going to have more time than she did. So she's acknowledging that she felt she was going to have more time and that things kind of happened a lot sooner than expected. So she makes me feel that way. Um, She also does talk about hearing the messages or hearing the information that was shared with her. So, did you get a chance to speak to her during the time of her passing? Because she's acknowledging she did hear the messages.
Yeah,
Okay,
briefly.
okay. Because she says she got the messages. She got the messages. She says, You know, it's interesting. Even though she's the one that went through the ordeal, she feels bad about everybody else going through what they're going through. And it's almost like she's more concerned with everybody else and less concerned with herself. So it's just almost like, I'm sorry that everybody has to go through this. I'm sorry that everybody has to go through this. So she's acknowledging that. And she's just like, and I'm like, oh, you're so sweet, because she's like, she's worried about everybody else, and she's the one that was going through it. But it's like, that's how she is. That's who she is as a person. So she's acknowledging that. She's also okay. She's also apologizing about the holidays. So did she pass before the holidays? Because she's acknowledging that the holidays were really, really tough.
Like going forward now.
Well, right. Do you know she passed right before the holiday? Because she's acknowledging that the holidays were not fun, or they were just not the same. And it's like, we're not the same. Is how she makes me feel. And it's like,
I know
it,
what you're talking about.
okay, so she acknowledges that, and it's almost like now it will fundamentally never be the same again. It's almost like there's just never the same again. So she makes me feel like there's just fundamental difference now. She also okay. She's lighting a candle. So do you know if there's a candle that's lit for her? If someone lights a candle for her, because she's showing me a lit candle.
Not that I know of, but
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, good. As long as you know what she's talking about, because she's acknowledging something about a lit candle or some lighting of the candle. She's also okay. I'm feeling the pressure in the chest area. So do you know if there was something that affected her chest? Okay, because she's doing this to me. Um, she also makes me feel like she couldn't completely speak or communicate properly. So do you know if she was having issues communicating?
I wasn't there at the time that it happened.
Okay, so she's acknowledging that she may have had difficulty communicating, or she wasn't able to say everything she wanted to say.
Okay.
But she also talks. Okay, she's doing this, so she's writing. Do you know if you wrote her a letter, or there was something written with her?
Nothing
Okay.
of.
Okay. No, she's right. She's sticking with it. Do you know there was? Do you know if someone made her a Facebook page, or if there was something written, because she's acknowledging the written about her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know if someone dedicated a song quote, or a song like a piece of a song, or some sort of a verb from verse from a song to her in written form?
Not that I'm aware of. We
Okay.
might about two different things.
Okay. You know what I'm hearing? I Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack. Do you know that song?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was listening to that earlier today, and it was for some reason it's getting triggered now. So it's almost as if someone took a verse of a song and just dedicated that verse to her, and it's almost as if they just quoted it. So she's acknowledging something like that. So you might need to go over and look at that. Got it. I feel like I'm making a pie or something, but I'm laughing because it's not right. So do you know if someone was trying to cook or trying to do something and it just totally bombed?
Recently,
I
or
I'm not sure. I almost feel like I'm trying to make something. It totally did not come out well, and it's like laughing about this.
no, but
Okay. Okay. Do you know if you ever tried to make something with her and it just did not come out well?
not that I can remember.
Okay. I don't know why she's showing me apple pie is how I'm seeing it. So um, American Pie is what I'm saying. Actually, do you remember the movie American Pie?
Yeah.
I for some reason have that in my head for some reason. So I'm thinking of
I
apple
don't
pie.
think you know that.
You what?
I don't think she would know that.
Okay, so I don't know why she's showing that to me, but it's almost like apple pie or American Pie or something not turning out right, and then laughing about it.
Okay.
There's two women here. Um, I think she's one of them. There's another one that's talking at the same time, and I think that's where this other person's coming from.
Okay.
There's another woman that's there. She's much, much older. So I would assume this is her mother or this is a grandmother, but she's acknowledging this. So she's acknowledging this other woman. This woman is the one that's claiming the pie reference. So do you know if there was a reference to a grandmother trying to make a pie, or trying to make something and it didn't turn out right, or someone trying to make their thing and it didn't turn out right?
No, but I would have to like talk to my dad about it.
Okay, that's okay, because I am seeing this. Okay, so let me put Linda to the side, because I almost feel like this other woman's like, I have to say what I want to say, so she's trying to like dominate Linda. Linda's nice enough to let her come in, but it's just funny because I feel like Linda's like, it's my time, this other woman's coming in and she's raising the teeth, or she's picking up her teeth and doing this with her teeth. So did you know this woman had weird things with her teeth, or there was something about her teeth?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Do you know there's a Betty or a Beatrice or Betty connected to the family?
Yeah.
Okay, who's this?
An aunt?
Okay, so this is where this female is going to be connected to that side, okay?
Okay.
Do you know if there's smokers on that side? Because I'm smelling smoke.
My mother was a smoker.
Okay, okay. Okay, got it. They're gonna they're gonna do this, so they're gonna be talking over each other. Who's got it? Is there also a Debbie or a Deborah?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so just making sure we're with the right people. Okay, so Linda's your mom is like, she's like wanting to talk about everything. She's like wanting to tell me all these little details. So she's laughing because it's like they're making fun of each other and laughing over their trying to communicate properly through this method. So they're laughing over each other trying to do this. Um, Linda is pointing to her neck, and there's some sort of necklace or something that would be worn around the neck that's connected to her. So do you know there's some sort of necklace that's got special significance for her?
Maybe.
Okay. I almost feel like this might be some sort of medallion or pearl or something like this. Do you know if she ever had a medallion or pearl necklace?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so she's just acknowledging that. She's
Okay.
also got it. She's laughing. She says, "How many times are you going to change your hair color?" So, did you have another hair color aside from this that was also like kind of drastic before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because she's laughing about that. So she's acknowledging your hair. She's also okay. When you were a teenager, did you guys not see eye to eye, or did you guys have your challenges?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She doesn't want you to feel bad about not being the best daughter because she says you don't have to keep apologizing to her that you weren't the best daughter, that you weren't the best daughter. So she's like, it's okay. It's okay. She says, all forgiven. Don't worry about it. It's okay. But she's just acknowledging that. And she says, you keep trying to like, it's like you keep trying to make up for it. She says, don't worry. She says, make it up with your kids. That's how she says, make it up with your kids. She says, you don't owe me anything. So you don't need to apologize to me anymore. So she doesn't want you to worry about that. And she said, she says everybody goes through it at some point in their life. I get it. I get it. She says she understands how much you appreciated her, and she wants you to know that. So you don't have to worry. She gets it. She hears it. She says she knows that. She's showing me horses for some reason. So is there some sort of special horse connection that's tied into the family? But I almost feel like this is a horse, ocean horse, seahorse. Do you know there's some seahorse related thing associated here? Okay, just remember that because I just saw a seahorse. Actually, I just saw the Little Mermaid. So is there some sort of special Little Mermaid reference, seahorse? Something about the Little Mermaid?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Not that rings a bell.
Okay. It's gonna sound funny. Did you ever go and see a mermaid show?
A mermaid show.
You know, like some of these parks, they used to have these mermaid shows where the women would get in the water and they'd have the fins and they'd actually swim around like mermaids.
Oh no, I've never seen anything like that.
Okay, I don't know why she's showing this to me, but I'm seeing mermaids and I'm seeing like I thought it was in the Little Mermaid, but I'm seeing mermaids and then I'm seeing the little seahorse. So there's
Hmm.
some significance there. Okay. She says she did not expect to pass, and she wants you to know that. Like she wasn't expecting to pass. Like this kind of caught her off guard. She wasn't expecting that. Um, Got it. She said she tried to appear to you after her passing. So she says she did appear to you. So do you remember seeing her?
No, but I'm kind of scared about that stuff, so
Okay,
I wouldn't
that
be accepting of it.
that's okay. So she says she tried to appear to you. Um, oh, No, she said she appeared to you. You said you've seen her. Did you see a woman that looked just like her, and for a second you were like, and then it wasn't? Do you remember having an experience like that? Because she says she did appear to you.
Maybe. I mean,
Okay,
I would always think that I would see her, but then
okay, because she's acknowledging that she did like almost like I'm seeing someone, and I'm like, is that? And then it turns out not to be them, but it's like the like feeling of that. So she's acknowledging that. She is drawing on the skin. Do you know if somebody does art on the skin or if there's some artwork on the skin associated with her?
uh-huh.
Okay, so she's acknowledging that as well. She's also she's coughing for me, so she's acknowledging. Um, I don't know if this was your mom or if this is somebody else that's trying to connect, but do you know if somebody had some sort of an embolism or an aneurysm?
Uh,
I almost want to say it's a blood clot, but I don't know if it's a blood clot, if that's the term.
okay, I think I know what you're talking about, and
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so this is what is being brought to my attention. Oh, again, this apple orange is coming. This apple reference is coming back. Um, what's this? What is so important about apples? Okay, there's another female that keeps referencing apples, apples, apples. So there's something significant about apples. I don't know if they had an apple tree or there was apples in the family, but they keep coming back to that apple reference. So there's
Okay.
that apple reference there. Here, let me back up a second because my face is like all in the sun. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. They're gonna say, "Oh, he looks so heavenly." I'm like, "No, it's just the sun." Okay, okay. She's talking about her. Okay. She makes mention that her passing date or her birthday were similar to each other. Do you know this?
I know what she's talking about.
Okay, because she's acknowledging that. She's also okay. She's also making reference to the traveling, to the traveling. So, are you planning on taking a trip, or is there a travel or a trip associated with? It's almost like it's a special trip, but it's almost like in reference to her. So it's like either something she always wanted to do, she never got a chance to do, or something you always wanted to do, you never got a chance to do, but you're going to do it. And it's almost like there's a part of her in this as well.
I don't know, but I would have to maybe go back and think about that.
Had you two talked about taking a trip together?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Um, the reason why I'm asking you this is because I actually just took a trip to Peru, and it was something on my bucket list, and it's something I always wanted to do, and I thought I'd never do it, and I got off my butt and I did it. And so she's showing me this as a reference, but then she's acknowledging some special trip to some place. It's
Okay.
like always wanting to, always wanting to.
I
Uh,
think I know what you're talking about.
okay, good. As long as you understand. She's also. Do you keep a lot of secrets from her?
I mean, we weren't. I didn't tell her everything, but I don't have. I don't have skeletons in my closet.
Okay. Well, when you were a teenager, did you keep a lot of secrets from her?
Yeah.
Okay. She's laughing because she's like, had she known everything, like she would have been freaking out. So she's just like, she's laughing about that. Like she knows everything now. She's like, so she's doing that. Okay.
Ugh. I know exactly what and all of
Okay.
me and my brothers and my conversations we've had since she's passed.
Okay, because she's laughing. She's like, had I known, she's just laughing about this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she just showed me the number 3. How many of you are there in the family?
Uh, 3.
Okay, so she's just referencing the 3. So she's just letting me know that she knows what we're talking about and that we're on the same page. So she's
Okay.
just referencing that. Um, got it. She's also referencing like a Jerry or a Gerald or a Jeremiah. It sounds like that. Do you know who that is? Okay, who is that?
My friend Geraldine.
Okay, got it. Geraldine is still here, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, unless she's talking about somebody else, it's the first thing I would think about.
No, I think she's referencing. Okay, I think there's a shift in energy happening. Um, do you know if there's a male in spirit for Geraldine that passed possibly from some sort? This would have been like a heart attack or a stroke, but this would have been like a sudden event that just took them. I'm also getting this, so there's a military tied to this individual.
I'll have to ask.
Okay. Okay. Just know that there's this individual that's connecting to the Geraldine that
Okay.
they need to be told that this person's there. This person's there.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Oh God, I just got chills. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. Just know that this person's there, and she's wanting to make sure that information is known. Okay. She's her energy's she's there, but she's not. She's kind of going into less sharing mode. Are there any questions you'd like to ask her?
Oh God, I have no idea. Does does she know about Caitlin?
She says 2, so she's acknowledging 2. So do you know if there's more than one?
Of
So is Caitlin a child?
yes.
Okay. Is there another one
No.
within the family that's come in?
No.
Okay, she's doing this, but she's doing that. Oh, got it. Sorry. She's doing this. This is my symbol for whenever someone has a termination, miscarriage, or loses a child. Do you know about another child?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so she's just acknowledging. She says, "I know about the 2." So yes, she knows about Caitlin, but she's also acknowledging the additional child as well.
Okay.
She says, "No worries," and she says that like that. No worries. So she doesn't want you to worry about that. Okay. She's laughing. She says, "It's so clean here." So she's laughing about it being clean there. I'm like, okay, so she's laughing about that. Um, I don't know if she had a thing for not being so tidy or for being a clean freak because she's making a reference to that. So she's acknowledging the cleanness. She's doing this. She's showing me this. This is my symbol for texting or phone call or something like this. Do you know there's something connecting you with her in this?
Not with me.
Okay, because she's doing this as being something symbolic, or actually, this is something important. Do you know if there's a message with her on it, or if there's a message that's referencing to her? Either that, or something has happened with this since her passing that she's trying to bring attention to.
Yes.
Okay, you know what she's talking about?
Yes.
Okay, good. As long as you know, so she's acknowledging that. She also, it's weird because she makes me feel like the family is now closer than it was in the past. And like as they get older, they're getting more not the extended family, but you and your siblings. It's almost like there's more of a connection there than there was when you were younger. And she says that there's she says you need to look out for each other.
Okay.
You need to look out for each other. Is what she says.
Can you ask her if she knows about Kyle?
Let me ask.
And what should I do?
Yeah, so she's showing me dollar signs or money. Do you know there's something financially happening with Kyle at the moment?
Mm,
Okay, wait. She's showing me the dollar sign, and then I'm seeing the like, when you stamp something out, like no, that's
uh-huh.
how I'm seeing it. So money, no, that's how she puts it. Okay,
I
does that make
know.
sense?
Yep.
Okay, so that's how she's showing this to me. So my take on that is no to the money, no to the money. So she's acknowledging that. Um, she says it's not your problem.
Oh, okay.
That's how she put it. It's not your problem. So she says that's exactly how she says it. So she doesn't want you to worry about it. She says give it some time, but it's not your problem.
Okay.
Okay? She shows me a rainbow, so she does acknowledge the symbol for a rainbow, and she says this is the symbol she will send you. So when you see a rainbow, that know that is from her. She's also showing me she's showing me a dragonfly. So the symbol of a dragonfly is also going to be representative of her as well. But it's
Okay.
not like an actual dragonfly flying. It's a picture or an artwork with dragonflies on it.
Okay.
Okay, so she says that would also be from her as well.
Okay.
She also talks about the roses or the flowers. God, when people pass away, there's flowers on their headstone and so forth. But she's acknowledging flowers next to her. But I don't feel like I'm at a cemetery. So was she cremated?
No.
Okay. Is there a picture of her that you put flowers next to, or are there flowers next to? It's not at the cemetery. It's somewhere else. So do you know if someone has a shrine to her that's not at the cemetery that has flowers or roses next to her?
Not that I know of.
Okay, she's being real specific. I almost feel like I'm looking at a picture of her next to flowers or potpourri. It almost looks like dried rose petals or flowers, and she's acknowledging the floral next to her, but it's like this somehow.
Okay.
Um, she's correcting me. There's she's in a picture of she's in a picture of a flower. Do you know if there is a picture of her that is in a frame that has flowers on it, or there's some sort of flowery frame,
Hmm.
or it's almost like she's taking herself and putting it in a flower, which
Hmm.
is weird because I don't know what the hell she's talking about. But she's like showing me, because she's trying to correct me. So there's something, an image of her, and there's a flower or a rose or something attached to it, but it's not like a real flower. It's something that's like not living. It's like, but it's not her. It's not her. It's not the cemetery. It's something else that's within a home.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
gonna.
okay. So just remember that. She says cotton candy, so she's acknowledging cotton candy. Um, Did someone ever work at a did someone work at a carnival or at a festival or something like this? Because I'm seeing cotton candy, and I'm also feel like I'm seeing like someone making this or someone working with this.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, remember
Cotton candy.
cotton candy. No, she's being specific. There's a very specific. Did you guys go to a carnival recently?
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
Are you in Houston?
I'm in spring.
Or in Spring? Did you go to the rodeo?
No.
Okay. She's showing me my trip to the rodeo, but she's showing me the cotton candy. So she's acknowledging something about cotton candy, carnival, Ferris wheel, something like going around in circle, going around in circle, going around in circle, and I feel like I'm on a ride. So she's
Okay.
like acknowledging this. Um, it's gonna sound weird. Do you know if she ever worked at a carnival or at a festival?
No. Never.
Okay. I'm not sure why I'm asking her for clarity. She's also showing me a fun house. So she's definitely trying to get me to say something about a carnival or
Is she talking about something that's recently happened?
I don't know. I'm assuming she is, and I'm thinking that she is, but she might. I don't know if she's talking about something that recently happened or she's referencing something that happened in the past that
Okay.
would be symbolic or important. Um,
I mean, I can maybe reference something to that, but I would have no idea.
Okay. What are you thinking that is? Because I'm gonna go somewhere else with it. And
So, the other day I took my daughter to a bounce house, an indoor bounce house, to play.
what's a bounce house?
So you know those little things that you can get outside and you bounce in them, and it's like a castle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But these are it's like an indoor. You have them all indoors.
Oh, got it. Okay. You guys didn't have cotton candy there, or did you?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Cotton candy doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, that's okay. It's possible she might be referencing, which is why she was going to the fun house. It's possible, and the up and down or the circle. It's possible she might be referencing that. But still ask the family if possibly she ever worked at a carnivore. If there was any kind of she. I'm not sure that's it, but she's showing me the clouds in the sky, and she's showing me cotton candy. So do you
Okay.
know someone ever said that heaven's like cotton candy, or like the clouds are cotton candy, or someone was talking about the clouds being cotton candy?
No.
Okay, I have no idea where she's going with that, but she's talking about the clouds being cotton candy or something about that, and I think that's where she was taking me to that. But
Okay.
I'll leave that with you. Um, she's showing me St. Patrick's Day. So is there something connecting the family to St. Patrick's Day?
Yes.
Okay, so she's just referencing that. So she just acknowledges that. She's holding a drink to you and she's toasting. So she's doing that. So she wants you to know that. She says, I love you. I love you. I love you. So she does that. Okay. Okay. Her energy's starting to pull back. Just know that she loves you, that she is okay, that she is definitely with you, and she will continue to be a part of your life.
That's awesome. That's all I wanted to hear.
All right, sweetie. It was an absolute pleasure reading for you. I wish you and your family the very best.